Welcome to Style with Trish. Today I have an amazing guest. Dr. Elyssa Green from 𝐈𝐴𝐴𝐴 Agency is coming to join us. I cannot wait for you to hear her story and her journey. Stay tuned.
Every day a woman reigns. It's time to live your dreams. Nothing's gonna stop you now. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Every day a woman reigns. Every day a woman reigns.
Welcome to Style with Trish. I am here with my wonderful guest, my friend, Dr. Elyssa Green. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. She is the CEO and creator of 𝐈𝐴𝐴.
Well, thank you for having me, Mel.
In all your queendom.
Oh, yours as well, of course.
Thank you for coming. You know, this has been a long time coming.
Yes.
We wanted to have you on the show. You kind of dibble and dabble in the industry that I was introduced into as a teenager, only for the side of my mom wanted me to learn etiquette. And so she had me go to modeling school for that. But you've taken it to a whole nother level. Can you kind of break down how 𝐈𝐴𝐴 was created and what the vision is of it?
Absolutely. So again, thank you for having me, Trish. You know, I love talking to you. We could talk all day,
Yes, ma'am.
just conversation. But 𝐈𝐴𝐴 located in McDonough, Georgia, right? So we have a couple of departments. We work with models and talent and helping them to get more visibility and exposure in the industry. So 𝐈𝐴𝐴 Agency was created out of a thought from our youth organization we used to have back in the day. Let me say that in 2009. And so we put on this amazing production every year, and it was called 𝐈𝐴𝐴.
Okay.
So 𝐈𝐴𝐴 Agency, it just felt appropriate to continue on. Once I took a break from teen expressions, I wanted to become Dr. Elyssa Green.
Yes,
so,
ma'am.
Yeah, I had to, running a business, people, it takes a lot.
Yes.
And so trying to balance that doctoral program and, be loyal to the youth that were in the organization.
Right.
So I took the break and I had the students call me and say, hey, what's going on with teen expressions? And so I thought about it for a little bit. And once I graduated and became Dr. Elyssa Green, I had said, well, I want to come back in the industry, but I didn't at the time, let me say that, want to deal with the youth organization, want to actually go down that avenue. So what I did, I said, let's start 𝐈𝐴𝐴 Agency. Let's do an agency, because I found that it was such a need for independent creatives to get more visibility. They weren't getting as much visibility, at least from what I had seen, as I felt that they really deserved.
Right.
So 𝐈𝐴𝐴 Agency was born in 2020, right during the pandemic.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. And I said to myself, what are you doing? You're starting this whole agency right during the pandemic?
Right.
But I'm going to tell you something, it thrived.
Yes.
People were just the support, they really came out. The support was there from the talent, the models, and also influencers, actors, actresses, because that's what 𝐈𝐴𝐴 Agency, that's what we are made of. Yeah, we represent those people, that talent, and actors, actresses, and models.
Yeah, and I think that there was a certain period of time, which I'm not sure why, that there was just makeshift, and it could be the rise of Instagram, now that I think about it, where models, you're an Instagram model or whatever, and that is all that's to you, and people were not really seeking out the grooming. And what 𝐈𝐴𝐴 Agency offers those who are aspiring to be models, and models isn't just a 6'5", pencil thin, model. The models come in all different shapes, forms, ages, and sizes, but we kind of got away from the grooming, the need to be groomed and to be taught, and that's something that you all offer. You have events or training events that you have?
Absolutely.
Yeah, speak on that.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. We call them Instagram models.
Yes.
So the Instagram model was born during the pandemic, right? Because we were all in the house and people weren't seeking any type of training, even virtually, because there was a lot of virtual training that was out there. But once the pandemic kind of simmered down, some, we're definitely there now, but that Instagram model, there are a lot of models that just want to be Instagram models. They just want to put their stuff out there on Instagram. There is a market for that.
Right.
But the most marketable model is the model that continues to get coaching, that continues to get training. And we do offer that there at 𝐈𝐧𝐿 Agency. We offer the training in coaching. We have a fabulous coach, Danielle Baker. She's amazing. And we offer those classes at least twice a quarter. We just had one a couple of weeks ago. It was absolutely outstanding. The next one is coming. It's coming in March. So definitely make sure you stay connected, because you do not want to miss her classes. She's one of the best coaches that are out there. And then we also do acting coaching as well. So we are definitely privileged to have 𝐿𝐵𝐾𝐿, who is part of the leading men in film and television here in Atlanta. They just had a fabulous event as well. So 𝐿𝐵𝐾𝐿 is our acting coach. And so I feel that it is a must for you to elevate your career as a model, as an actor. You have to always polish your craft. You have to improve your skill. You should never be comfortable and say, oh, I know everything. I've done it all. Let me tell you, Naomi Campbell, that was one of the biggest things she said.
My goodness.
She said that you should always be improving in your area of profession.
Yes.
Let me say, and she was talking about modeling, of course.
Right.
So we do offer those classes, and I definitely encourage everyone come out and participate in those classes. If you are a serious talent, I'm talking about actor, actress, and model, you need to always be perfecting your class, your skill.
And I would probably extend that a little more in the sense of how I was introduced into that particular area. My mother saw a need in me where I was dibbling and dabbling with low self-esteem.
Yes.
And I always say here on the show, we went through an era of ratchetness where we were ratchet. We were. And so we have a remnant of girls who grew up in that. And so they don't know what it's like to go into a room and have presence and how to carry themselves. And so I would even extend it to young ladies and to mothers who see that in their daughters, to put them in a class and teach them how to carry themselves. Because it is about modeling. It's about the industry as well. But it also has dynamic to it that will help boost your self-esteem and show you how to carry yourself and how to be a presence when you enter a room. So I would even extend it to that. Take the class, even if you don't want to be a model. Take the classes and help boost that particular area. One of the things that we have in common is we are really, really, really huge on building and encouraging and inspiring our sisters out here. Kind of share your take on that and where you come and where you fall under that, because I want our viewers to support if they're in that particular arena, but I also want them to connect with you because you are a supporter and a cheerleader for all women and in all things positive when it comes to us.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I receive it. Yes. And I try and be, because that's what's needed.
Yes.
And I definitely want to piggyback on what you said. Taking those classes is a huge confidence builder.
Yes.
So I do encourage mothers and fathers who see, if they want to sign up their daughter or their son for classes, it's definitely a confidence booster. But for me, being the CEO of 𝐈𝐧𝐿 Agency, of course, dealing with all the fashion, I felt I felt the need to help out in even more our sisters,
Yes.
and people who look like me, sitting here, with a bald head. I created a organization called Bald Boss Beauty, B3,
Yes.
and it deals with the fashion side of those women and men and children who have alopecia and who are bald. I want to bring that fashion into that space and encourage my sisters and encourage everyone who is rocking that bad bald head to come and support, and jump on board with that organization and bring that fashion sense in there as well. So we deal with style, health, and education for B3, Bald Boss Beauty. I'm telling you, I love my sisters. I encourage them, and I am there to support them. And that is one thing that I have always really wanted to. I strived for that. We find our space in life sometimes in the most oddest, in the most inopportune moments of our life, and I just feel the need that we need to support one another even more. Our sisters are out there, and we say we're the strongest, advocates of our own, right? And we have to be.
We must be.
We really must be. So I'm there for my sisters. I try and do what I can for them. I'm always a cheerleader and a supporter. This is how I met this beautiful woman here. Just wanting to be in the space of like-minded, inspiring women. And that's what I strive to do, And
in speaking of that, we actually met through Barbie, who's going to be coming on the show. You guys get to meet her as well.
Yeah, she's amazing.
But we did a stint on the local news here, and even she spoke so highly of you, and then when we had our first meeting, I just feel like I know you guys and been knowing you forever.
I know.
And it's only been a couple months.
It's only been a couple of months.
Right.
I said, are we related in some kind of way? Because it was just like instant.
Yes.
I felt so comfortable.
And I think that's how it should be. I think in order for us, because now we're knowing in this environment that we're in, we already know that we're the number one educated in this country.
Yes, ma'am.
We know we are the number one entrepreneurs in this country, running our own businesses. And so to be able to support each other to allow us to go to the next level, because we, as Beyonce say, we run this country. We really do run this country.
Really do.
From the voting to everything, we have a huge impact. And so to be able to support each other and have each other's back, which they try to tell us that lie, that we don't have each other's back, but we know the truth.
Right.
We know that we do have each other's back. We're going to take a really quick break.
Sure.
When we come back, we're going to talk further about sisterhood. We're going to talk about, I want to get your take on the saying that I always say here on the show. We want to return the soft back. We want to return the Diana Rosses, the Diane Carrolls back, and kind of leave that era of wretchedness behind us.
Yes.
So we're going to elaborate a little bit on that a little bit more when we come back. Welcome to Trish's Treasures. This is where I share some of my favorite beloved products that I use on myself with you. One of the things that is most meaningful and really helps me and keeps me motivated is aromatherapy. And I have a candle for you. If you noticed, when you watch Style with Trish, we are constantly having candles burning on set. I am an avid candle and burner and you name it, aromatherapy throughout my house, because it really helps me to relax. It gives me a sense of self and keeps me grounded, and if you will. And so we are offering multi-scents, multi-aroma candles just for you. All you have to do is check us out at trishstandley.com. You will love this product. It is a Trish treasure.
Hi guys, it's Dr. Cassandra Parks Evans, affectionately known as Dr. San, and this is your segment of Let's Learn Love. Hi guys, this is Dr. San, and I'm here with your segment for today, and we're talking about putting your best foot forward. Sometimes putting your best foot forward is not the easiest thing. Whether you're a male or a female or you're non-binary, it's understandable that putting your best foot forward sometimes is difficult. So what do we need to do to put our best foot forward? Well, if we're talking about going out in public, one of the main things we have to do is make sure that we're in a good place. You know, sometimes we carry, you know, the problems that we have in life outside, but that's not fair to the outside. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're cheerful, you're happy, and you put a smile on your face. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes when you smile at someone, they smile at you back, and that exchange of energy can make you feel better. It's sometimes you need to make sure that you're put together well, and sometimes that is what makes you feel better as well when you're putting your best foot forward. You want to make sure that you're taking care of your clothes, your hair, and whatever else you need to do to make yourself feel good about you. The third thing that I would say about putting your best foot forward is investigate your town or wherever you're from. Sometimes if you're more knowledgeable about the place that you're going or where you can go in your town, you feel a little bit more at ease, and that helps you put your best foot forward because you're confident about the things that are going on around you. So tell me what you think putting your best foot forward looks like, and make sure that you reach out and you contact us and you follow us on all social media. So for that segment for today, this is Dr. San, and this is Let's Learn Love.
Every day a woman reigns. Every day a woman reigns.
And we're back here on Style with Trish, continuing our conversation with Dr. Elyssa Green. Before the break, you spoke about alopecia.
Yes.
And I kind of wanted to spend a little time on there, you know, especially with the Will Smith and Jada Pinkett thing that blew up. I think really that was a time when people actually started really, and I say the majority, not everyone, the majority really started doing just a little bit of research on alopecia. Mm-hmm. Share your journey, if you don't mind, in that particular area.
Sure, real quick. It was a long journey for me. And I agree. I think with the Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, people became more aware. They became more in tune and curious to want to know what alopecia is. And I think it's a wonderful thing. Yeah. Alopecia has been around for years. It impacts everyone. It has no blinders on, from kids, teenagers, men and women. And so my journey started when I was 25 years old. I noticed that I had bald spots coming in my head, on top of my head, and I would go through this regimen that would help to bring my hair back in. But as I seasoned, right, I noticed that the regimen I was using, it didn't work any longer. So I started to wear weave more, and then when the weave couldn't cover, I started to then wear wigs. And so then I had, you know, fast forwarding when I got here where I'm at present day, I was like, look, I can't do this any longer. I need to, one, become more knowledgeable and get diagnosed and what's going on. That's the main thing, you know, because we speculate a lot and think it's products and things like that, but you definitely need to go to a dermatologist to identify what's going on. I did that, and they told me I had alopecia. And even when I found out that I had alopecia, I continued to, you know, cover it up, try and wear my wigs more and more. And I'm gonna tell you, one day I was downtown. I was with my husband. I had my wig on. Oh, Trish, let me tell you what happened.
Please
it was
don't make me go into an ugly laugh.
It was a windy day. I won't. I'll try and keep it calm. But it was a windy day, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have this wig on." So I had to pull the wig down and run to the car before the wind took the wig. I said, "I will not be downtown with the wig
flying down
the street." Right. So I had just came with encouragement from even from my team, you know, my creative director for I Am Style Agency, Camille Marine, she really pushed me and encouraged me and helped me to be able to really see me. On top of my husband had always encouraged me
That's
to
awesome.
cut my hair, cut my hair. And Camille was there to say, okay, you ready? And I was like, okay, Camille, I'm ready. Let's do this. And she shaved my head for me. I wish I would have got some footage of all of that, but it was such a private moment for me. We didn't do that. So when I shaved my head, and just came out, the confidence just overwhelmed me.
Wow.
I walk out now. I could go to the grocery store. I get stopped. I go to the gas station. I get stopped. And it's just such an amazing feedback. And I feel fantastic. And I encourage everyone, if you are suffering from alopecia, there are so many organizations out there. One is B3. We just started an organization called Bald Boss Beauty. And we focus on, as I was saying, the style and the health and the education, bringing that awareness to alopecia. But you have Alopecia Beauty Company that is out there as well. They are amazing also. So I encourage everyone to come out. You know, it's beautiful being bald. I wore my wig to New York Fashion Week last year, September. And as I took my wig off when I got to the room, I was bald then. And I came out in New York, if you will.
Wow.
The New Yorkers were amazing to me. They were absolutely fantastic. I love New York. And I took my wig off and I was bald. I walked around with my team, but my team had left and they went out and they did their own thing. And so I was by myself. And so I put my wig back on when I went out. So that it was that encouragement, you know. So I went out, and then when I was walking back to our hotel, I did a Mary Tyler Moore, Trish. I took that wig off and flew it and said, I am not wearing this wig anymore. I have to be true to myself. And I haven't put it back on since, you know. So I do encourage everyone, find that confidence, find that purpose. And sometimes we are bald not by choice. Right. And if you are bald by choice, rock that, my sister.
I know that's right.
But if you are not, I still encourage you to rock it. Right? It's a beautiful thing. And society has become more aware and they are more accepting now, you know, but even if society were not, we have to do what makes us feel good and makes us feel confident. So therefore, we can help others as well. Because, you know, I'm all about helping my sisters, my community, and supporting them. So I love B3, Bald Boss Beauty, you know, the Baldy movement. I am so excited. We have an up-and-coming fashion show, too. I just want to tell you.
Tell me about it.
Oh, my gosh. So, again, you know, me in fashion, naturally, with I Am Style Agency, I said, how wonderful would it be to do an all-bald fashion show?
That would be fly.
And so we are. So we have an up-and-coming fashion show towards the end of this year. I encourage everybody to go to, I want to shout out.
Go ahead.
Definitely, you know, Trish, go to Bald Boss Beauty on Instagram and all social media platforms. But then the website is B and then the word 3. So it's b3.org. And sign up for the fashion show and get some more information on the fashion show coming up. So this baldy movement, kid, these bad baldies, got some beautiful people out there.
And it's sad that it didn't occur before now. I understand the elevation of it because we as women, we so much hinges on our self-esteem. And it's really sad that it's like that. I think it's society based thing, that we as women, if we don't have our hair, then we feel less feminine. And even women who have battled breast cancer and had to make the decision to go that route, you know, then they feel we attach so much to femininity when it's something that's so much deeper than what people can actually see. I want to kind of expand on that just a little bit. We have a few minutes left. But one thing you said, I didn't realize men suffered with alopecia.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Men suffer from alopecia as well. And a lot of times, you know, we see a lot of bald men walking around and we think, oh, well, they're a guy.
It's just with time.
Yeah. You know, and it's not, a lot of them are not bald by choice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it's hard. Sometimes I think it can be a little more difficult for a female because females, our hair is attached to our femininity. Yeah. And the one thing we say in the baldy movement, we are not our hair.
Yes.
Right. And you have to really feel that I am not my hair. I am the person that I am inside. And I want that to come out, that confidence, that inspiration and motivation. And it can be a little difficult for men as well.
I can imagine.
But it's more accepting because they're a guy, so people are more accepting of it. But I was just reading an article. There is a magazine called The Baldy Life, right? It's a great magazine. And that's where I found out more that men, they don't want to always cut their head bald. They want a head full of hair as well. Right. But you just have to walk in a truth, right? And sometimes it's easier for people to say, oh, just go ahead. You just have to accept it. But there are levels to
I was going to say, it's a journey.
It is a true journey. Yes. You know, and you may cut your hair today and then not feel that total 100% confidence for 3 more months. But you work on it. You take this step. And it's imperative to have a wonderful support group around you. You know, man, woman, or child. Now the younger kids, you know, the teenagers, the babies, because you know, kids can be a little
They are
intense.
cruel.
They are cruel.
Yes.
You know, so just imagine walking around with alopecia at 10 years old, at 12, going into your teens. You know, it can be quite the battle. That's why I say that, you know, that the support, the organizations that are out there. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to have this fashion show, to show the beauty of the baldy. Yeah. Beautiful.
To celebrate it.
Celebrate it for sure.
And now is a great time because we have Black Panther. And, you know, and the warriors of that whole story are beautiful, bald Black women. Like you said, whether it's by choice, we know it's by choice with some of them in that film because they're fitting a role. But so much of that movie in itself empowered us as a people. Oh my God. But those characters within themselves, it's nothing now to see someone walking around, whether they're by choice or not by choice, a woman, and say, oh, she's powerful. Just immediate, automatic, oh, she's powerful. Because I feel there is some power when you have the confidence to walk around, because you can't hide behind. We hide behind our hair. We hide behind so much other things. I can honestly sit here and say, I don't know how confident I would feel, but you said it's a journey. But it's a journey that I will be willing to take. I would get with an organization. I would get with a support group to help me travel that journey. Well, we have about a minute left. I want you, which you are so good and eloquent with, leave us with some encouraging words and inspiring words for our viewers.
Oh gosh. I say that find your purpose. Find what makes you feel confident, makes you feel beautiful, motivated, and inspired, I should say. No one can give you that but yourself. You have to make sure that you are accountable for you. No one else. And I think that lift your veil. That's what I say. Just raise your veil and let people see the beauty that you are inside and then your beauty outside.
Yeah. That inside is going to radiate regardless.
Yes,
what
it
the
is.
out now you can go out looking. We don't want you to do that. You can go out with your pajamas on. We didn't touch on that. We'll have to have you back for part 2.
Yes.
But ladies, trust and believe we are moving out of the wretched era. No more going into the stores with your house clothes on. We're bringing the lady, but now you can buy some fly. They make fly joggers. We have options now. But yeah, we really want to move from the wretched and start teaching and encouraging our girls to bring the softness back and bring the lady. Like, now everybody's not going to be super soft, and that's fine. But we don't always want to be as loud and as abrupt as our fellow male parts. You know, we kind of want to bring the lady back, and so that's what we're going to do. You're here. I am stylist here to help do that.
Absolutely.
The 3 Bs
Yes.
is here
B3.
to help us do that. And so I want to thank you for coming and hanging out with me. You know, it's so much more for us to come.
Oh my gosh.
So much more for us to come.
Love talking to you.
Absolutely. I want to thank my guest, Dr. Elyssa Green, for hanging out with me. You guys stay tuned. We'll be back right after this short message. Hi, my name is Trish Standley, and I'm the host of Style with Trish. Be sure to check our show out on every Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our new network, VTV Network. All you have to do is download the free app, and you can view our show on Amazon Prime, Roku, Apple TV, as well as Android. Be sure to check out all things Trish at trishstandley.com. Remember, this is the place where the everyday woman reigns.
Every day a woman reigns. Every day a woman reigns.
I'd like to thank my guest today, Dr. Elyssa Green of I Am Style Agency. One of the things that I really loved and I took away from that interview is that she spoke on the importance of having self-worth and self-esteem. Even if you have to rock a bald, I personally don't feel like, I feel like it would be a journey of healing for me to be able to rock that particular look. But as she stated, it is a journey. And what I personally would do is seek out like-minded, people who are having that same struggle to help support me in that particular area. So even if you have to go to a modeling agency, not for the sake of modeling, but also to help build your self-worth, why not? Why not invest in yourself, and why not have a better value and view on life? I just love that story. I love how it makes you self-reflect to see where you really are. So I want to thank her for coming. She and her team came and was on set today, had a wonderful time of fellowship. I want to thank them. I want to thank you for tuning in to Style with Trish. I cannot go off air without stating, love isn't love unless you give it away. Give some love away today.
Hang on, though you can't conceive, he won't leave. You've got to believe. Hang on, victory's through him. You will win. You've got to believe.